Been a long day, so I'm not going to hold you long. I'm really making this video because I have seen up and down my timeline various posts by people from my diaspora who happen to support someone who has said with their own mouth that they don't like us, that they mean us harm, that they want to send us back into bondage, that they want to set out police forces to do what they ever want to do with us, that they want to take away our rights one by one. People in my group who find an affinity for that, meaning we have a level of Stockholm syndrome that we still love the slave masters. To that, I have to say, Willie Lynch did a phenomenal job when he wrote that book centuries ago, because it still works today. All those mind tricks that were played on our ancestors that have gotten passed down through history, that we are still operating in colorism, we're still operating in classism, all against ourselves. We are willing to partner with the enemy in order to prove that we are not worthy of more. We want to hang our hats on the paper bag test. We want to hang our hats on how much each of us has been infiltrated with someone else's blood. And we're ready to say that person isn't black because dot, dot, dot. I think, again, Willie Lynch did a phenomenal job. And those who don't know, go back and read The Making of a Slave, and you'll understand what I'm saying. Because we are living that out today. When I can see religious leaders, when I can see anybody with influence or anybody of any character that has learned and has read and has studied that can literally look at what we're dealing with politically and see the two options that we have as a person who can lead this country in the United States of America, who can lead this country with dignity, with partnerships, with the idea of unity, not to divide, not to be divisive, not to spread hate, not to spread disharmony. We are literally grappling with a person who we have decided that they can't figure out their race when none of us are pure blood. Not in this country, we are not. Every one of us have ancestors that were raped by the slave owners. So none of us are 100% pure. But we want to tear down another person because, again, what Willie Lynch did, it worked. So we tear ourselves apart by proclaiming who is and isn't worthy rather than accepting the fact that we are worthy. We have what it takes. We are qualified. And that literally has me in a state of mental anguish and sadness because truly, if you were to take complexion out of it, gender out of it, and you were to put the pros and cons in a column and compare these two things, I highly doubt that we would even see a comparison. We wouldn't. But once you put a face on it, a gender on it, now all of a sudden it's not worthy. I encourage everybody in my diaspora and anybody else affected by any type of oppression, go back and look at the root of that oppression and fight your way out of it. Because you as a person, you're worth more than what happened in history. You're worth who you are today. Choose who you want to support based on where you want to go in life, not based on what ideologies you think. No. As Maya Angelou says, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. And when you have a person who is telling you regularly who I am a slave owner, I am a slave master, and I desire that you guys are slaves again because I can make more money if I can put you under my thumb, believe them. Don't brush that away and make that justification to support them because they're coming up with ways to flower words that make it sound right. I'm going to make it real basic. If I'm dating somebody and you keep punching me in my eye and you leave and you come back and say, no, I'm going to do better by you, I'm going to say, no, you used to punch in my eye. I'm good. Deuces. So, yeah, people of my culture, we have got to step up and stop allowing other people to tell us our worth.